Phew. Never gonna get. Let's see. What can we play today? Yeah. Oh! Hello? Hi guys. Oh my god, I couldn't get logged in. So that's a rat panic. How are you all?
Good.
Good. Love it. I'm going to talk you through what we are going to be doing. I'm just going to give it a second just because a couple more people are joining. Some of you may have been here last Friday because I did a trial run. So we have got squats. If you've got weights, goblets. If you haven't, pause squats in the deep position. Followed by pause tempo push-ups. So you're going to lower yourself, pause in the hardest position, and then release. And I'm just going to do it 2 exercises at a time, so it's not too overwhelmed. So with your squat, we're going to be going wide. If you haven't got a weight, you're going to pause for 3, 2, 1. And or if your weight is very light, I would say under 10. 3, 2, 1. Otherwise, if you've got a weight, just get your goblets in. And then with your pause tempo, you'll be on your knees or your feet, and you're just going to pause in this position and then release and come back up. It's the lowering and the pausing that counts. We're going to do warm-up first, but those are your 2 exercises. So warm-up wise, the same little routine. So let's just go air squats into front crawls. So 10 air squats, loves. I never know where to bloody have this laptop. Alrighties. With this squat, try and make sure in the warm-up that you were really focusing on your hips turning out as you squat down. Think knees, push through the heels. So this is feet flat on the floor. 9, 10, good. Give me a couple more. 11. Sit in the last one. Give yourself a little swizzle. In this position, you can take a knee down to each heel. Again, just trying to mobilize the hips. Couple more. Good. Into crawl down. So crawl through the hands, roll the wrists, hips, spine, downward dog. Push right through the shoulders, so put your weight on each hand. Good. You can try standing with your feet closer together. Just get into those hamstrings more. Hips again. Downward dog. Push through. Keep it going. Any injuries, just make sure, because it's really hard on Zoom, so just make sure that you adapt anything, don't do anything that you feel is really going to hurt yourself. One more. Hip dip. Push that. Push through the shoulders. And then we're going to crawl down again, and we're going to stay in the hand plank. So on the hands right underneath the shoulders, and then bring a knee as far as you can. Again, if it's here, it's fine. But the aim is we're going to try and get here. Stretch through, and then rotate. The arm that's by the foot that's front, rotate it up. And give 5 here, and then try and get the elbow to the floor. And then we'll swap sides, engage the core, and rotate. Elbow. One side will be tighter than the other. And elbow. Feet back onto your knees. Cat-cow. Try and focus vertebrae by vertebrae. So push the hips to the ceiling. Then work your way up the spine. Pushing through. And squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift up. Right, now tilt your hips down towards your heels and try and go vertebrae. I have very little mobility in my spine, which is not good. And keep going. Now really push through the shoulder blades. Good, one more. Slightly faster. Oh. And push hips towards the heels, through to the shoulders and push. Good. All right. Right. One foot up in a right angle. Tilt your butt forwards and lean. 5. And again. 4. No point doing it unless you really do try and tilt this pelvis. 3, 2, 1 more. And then we'll swap to the other side. If you've got a mat or a cushion, if you need it for your knees, grab it. Today you're just going to need a goblet, a band if you have it, and a tea towel, stroke scarf if you don't have a weight to row with. So I'll give you some time after we've warmed up to grab anything. And good. Just to get into your shoulders, on all fours, we're going to tuck through and reach through. As you reach through, try and push through the hand that's on the floor and move. Just keep it mobile. Couple more. Right, reach through. Now try and get those armpits to the floor. 1, 2, 3, 2 more. And 5. Great. Into your seated leg wide. One leg up. Try and lean into it rather than too far back, and internally rotate that knee. Try and do 5 on each side. Good, other side. 1, 2, 3. And good. Feet out. 5, lean forwards. Just try and get a little bit further each time.
You get up, love. Can you let him out? He's just sat at the top of the top of the stairs.
All right. Okie dokies. On your feet, just give me some, that might feel like a really silly one, but tiptoe. Just get into those calves and ankles. And try, when you tiptoe, what my ankles want to do is this, outwards. We want to try and stay midline. Oh, my feet hate this. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, grab a scarf, straight tea towel, a weight, a band, a mat, a pillow, whatever you need. I'm just gonna remember we've got our squats to start and then our tempo push-ups. Pause squats if you've got a lightweight. I'm just gonna grab a mat. And then we can go. Joe. Sorry, my dog, Bo, is having a little conniption outside the door. Right, are we ready for some squats? So, goblet, if you've got the weight, feet nice and wide. You do your stance that works for you and enables you to get at least parallel with the floor. Ready, let's go. We're going to be doing 12 to 14. If you're doing pauses, you might do a few less. See how it feels. Right. Keep that back straight, chest in front of you. You don't want to tipple forward so the chest is towards the floor.
Face masks.
I know. Nice. 10. Push through the heels. 2 more. And push the knees wide. Good. I'll do pauses with the next lot. Really nice. Right, your tempo push-ups. I honestly think they're hard enough on the knees, but if you are a G, do them on your feet. So with these, hands directly underneath your shoulders. Okay. Knees a little bit back. And then you're gonna come at a 45-degree angle, pause, and release. So the angle is hands under boobs, 45-degree with the elbow, not 90. Not in, like we did the other day. We're doing different variations of the same movement patterns so that we get better in those movement patterns.
Would you get mine lighting my candle as well in here, please?
Pause. 2, 1. Release. And again. 3, 2, 1. Release. If you risk take it, dig the fingertips into the floor and leave a gap under the fingers. So you're gripping. 3, 2, 1. Release. If you can hold it for 1, then fine. That's your failure. 3, 2, 1. And release. Just make sure that you're not going forearms flat to the floor and hips back. Keep the hips forward and pause. 1 more after this and release. And think about shoulders being all the way. Don't be up here with your shoulders into your ears. Try and pull them down. 3, 2, 1. And release. And rest. So, just going to mute everyone just in case. All right. So, yeah, you will recognize we're going to be doing presses, the squats, just in different formats and stuff. This is so that we are not jumping around doing exercises. It's great for mindset and stuff and sometimes getting a bit of a sweat on if that makes you feel great, but we're trying to like get stronger in all the movement patterns. So that will be pushes, shoulder press, squat, lunge, and I mean, look, guys, just so you know, there's like 5 different exercise movement patterns. Like every workout is made up of different versions of them, but I'm just trying to keep it a little bit more simple rather than jumping about. Right, you got about 10 seconds. Otherwise, I'll talk forever. Have a sip of water, and then we're gonna go back to our squats. I'll do the pause squats this time. In position. Are we ready? Goblets if you've got the weight. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Good. If you are pausing with me, I want you to make sure that you're really sitting into the heels. Hips back. Good. You can do hands behind your head if it helps you stay more upright. Thighs parallel to the floor at least. If you can't get deeper or parallel, you can hold on to something in front of you just to get you to have the range of motion. Lost count, obviously. Keep going. All right. Few more. Last one. Good. 14. Yeah. All right, into your presses. I literally was watching you, Fiona, for Cal. I was like, well, when she stops, that will be the time. Okay, into your press. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Pause. And release. With this, what you want to try and focus on is getting the chest down before the hips. So my chest is at the floor, but my hips are slightly higher. And release. We're doing 6 to 8 of these. Release. Number 4. Release. Also think about engaging that core, so really tense through the stomach, the belly button. Breathe into the ribs. At least 2 more. Into the ribs. Last 1. 3, 2, 1. And release. Good. 30 seconds. Look, my wrists aren't, I can't speak. My wrists aren't used to it again. Takes some time. Mobility. You've got to do it, really. It's like finding the time to do mobility and the workouts, but if you don't do mobility, your workouts will halt at some point, which is what happened to me. You kind of end up having to start over again. Right, 10 seconds. On. Is this Ashley Simpson? Yes. This is like my year 9 awful music phase. Actually, I was older than that. That's such a lie. Right, we got squats in 10. Get your weight. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and squat. I've just tried cheating with a lighter weight. 1, 2, 3. If you've got a weight, tempo is 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep that chin on the goblet, on the boob, on the weight, if you like. Four more. And last one. If you haven't got a weight and you're doing pause, do a couple more. You sort of want the same time.
You've gone really quiet, Danny.
I'm quiet.
Yeah, it's got a bit quiet.
Oh, really?
Maybe it's just me.
No.
I can still hear you, but it sounds like you've put something over the microphone or something.
Hold on, let's turn the music down. I'll shout a bit louder. Okay, let's go push-ups. Oh, what's happened? Bad times. I hate technology. All right, let's go. Hold. And release. Go again. Slow down. Hold. That's number 2. 3. Release. 4. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Release. Slow it down. Hold. 2 more. 7. Last one. Do another if you got it. And release. Alrighties. Oh, move those wrists right while you are resting. I'm going to go through the next 2. Can you hear me? Leah, thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay. All right. We are doing a lateral lunge. Hold up. If you've got a weight, great. If you don't, this is actually fine. So, here, stand in a nice wide stance. I'll show you from the side. You are pushing your hips back, and then you are pushing through. Okay? I may have done this in the trial. So you want to make sure that you are pushing your hips, closing that door with your butt, but you're also keeping your chest out. You can, with no weight, again, pause, or you can give yourself a pulse and then up. A down, pulse through the butt, and back up, okay? Then we've got rows. If you have got 2 lightish weights, you're going to do a bent over row. If you've got 1, you're going to do a single arm. If you've only got a band, you can put it underneath your foot and pull that elbow to your hips. Otherwise, if you've got just a tea towel, you're going to sit and pull and squeeze the shoulder blades together and just keep the tension in that back the whole time. All right, we're going to start with the lateral lunge. Grab a weight if you've got it. Hold the weight as a goblet, or you can try it. It gives you a bit less range of motion, but you can try it here. We'll do same leg, just to keep some continuity. And then we'll go over to the other side. We're going to do 10 to 12 Sorry about my lovely crutch view. Are you ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I forgot what we was doing then. Push those hips back. 3. I'll turn to the side. 4. So you still want a straight back. 6, 7, 8. Try and get the 5 parallel. 10. 2 more. 12. Good. Other side. Hips. Really push through the heel. Try not to let the knee go too far over the toe. 9, 10, 11, bum back, 12. Good. All right, shake it out 10 seconds. Single arm row, pull behind the head, or you've got double row if you've got 2 sort of lighter weights. Just make sure that your back is nice and flat. Ready? So your back straight, pull the elbow to your hips. Try and keep the shoulder in the same place. Weight goes back under the shoulder. You're pulling up your trouser leg and knicker to your hip. 9, 10, 2 more. If you've got 2 more in you, go for it. 14. Good. And swap sides. So just please make sure that that weight always stays under the shoulder and the hip comes back. Don't bicep curl the weight up to your boob. Keep the right angle in your elbow. 6, 7, 8. And try and control. 4 more. If you've got it, stop at 12 if you need to. 1. Nice. Good. So what I find is when I first start coaching clients, people don't feel this muscle very well, the lats, and often try and use arms because you can feel that more than you can feel the back. So I'd say just keep the focus in here. And when someone told me it's like pulling up your knickers, this really helped with the way you want your motion, not closing here. All right, water. And then we'll go back to our lateral lunges. All right, in 7, grab your weight. And we're gonna go lateral lunge in 2, 1, lunge to the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more. And 12. Good. Now lunge to the other side. 10 more. 9. 5. 4. Good. 3. 2. 1. Lovely jumps. 10 seconds. Again, if you sort of feel that in your lower back, lots of glute and core work to be done, which is for me at the moment. All right, we're gonna row. Single arm, lean on something, lean on your knee, the wall in front, and row. Ready in 2, 1. Pull them knickers up. 1, 2, 1, 2. If you've got a lighter weight, pause it at the top. You can still practice those moves. Lost count, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. What we don't want is to be like the men in the gym that I see, honestly, trying to lift heavier and like pull a motor, an engine. You don't want momentum. You want control. Other side. Control. Eight, 7, 6. Try and keep the shoulders parallel to the floor. Don't twizzle around. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. 30 seconds. It's Friday, which makes no difference to us here in the UK because it's lockdown. But yeah, it does make a difference. I'm gonna get a takeaway tonight. We savor it for Fridays. Are you ready for your lateral lunges? Less rest because less load. Let's go. God, my butt is bleeding. Okay. I never know what side I start. Let's go into a lateral lunge in 3. Get into position. 2, 1. Butt back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 11. Sorry, don't do like me and lean on your leg. 12. Other side. Last time. And 9. Have your feet pointed out slightly. 5. I don't know what my count is doing. Ignore me. You got 2 more. Last one. Very good. 10 seconds. Move those hips. All right. Into position. Bent over. Or on your knees if you're using a tea towel. Ready? And keep that tension. 4. 10 more, go for. Pause if you need to. 3, 2, 1 more. Good. Other side. I would say if you've got a really light weight, a tea towel pull behind might even be more tension than the light weight. You're cool. Make sure you're leaning over so you've got a bend in the hips. Otherwise you won't get much range of motion. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest for a minute in between these sets. Good. Well done. We got core and then glute isolation. So we've done quads, legs, quads and hammies, then our chest and shoulders, motion our back, and more hammy glutes. And now we're going to isolate the glutes and do core. Full body. Have a nice little rest. So you are going to be doing the, what did we start with today? Leg. Lower body, the glute is a single leg. You really don't need a band for this. It's more of a, you can if you have got glutes of steel. It's more of a pump, single leg on your back. So I think we might have done a hip thrust one the other day. On your back, and the aim is to make sure that the back stays flat to the floor as you come back down. And we are, I like to push my leg for some reason, but that's not needed. But it's getting that short pump range of motion. Trying not to end up with a curve back. You sort of want, rather than here, you want your butt towards your heels. And then we have got plank. And with this, you can either plank tap, a bit like the bear tap, or in front. Or if either of those are too hard, just hold in a hand plank. Round through the shoulders. Or you, if your wrists hurt, you can do elbow plank. So getting into the core, getting able to brace through there. All right, so in about 10 seconds, we're gonna aim for 15 pumps on each leg for the single leg glute bridge. And then 20 to 30 seconds with the taps. If you're going on an elbow plank, hold till failure, see how you go. I mean, unless you're a 3-minute planker, then I would say just make it more difficult so that you don't do 3 minutes. Let's do the taps. All right, ready? On our backs, start with what you think might be your weaker side, because you just always want to match that weaker side with your stronger side. So my right glute is less weak than my left, so I'm going to start on that, and then we'll go over to the other side. Okay, ready? Let's go. 15 reps. Back to the floor and pump. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you feel it in your front of your thigh and your quad, put your foot forward slightly. 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. See, I don't feel that in my left glute, but I do my right. It's so frustrating. Okay. Plank, Superman arms, tap, or elbow. See how you feel, but really push through the shoulders and squeeze the bum. 20 to 30 seconds. If you're tapping or arms out, try not to twizzle. 10 gone. Ten to go if you can. And 2 and a 1. Down. If anyone feels that in their shoulders more than their core, plank it on the elbows and you get into the core. Fine, right? Is all I have. Okay. In 10 seconds. Glute bridges again. Pump it. If those 15 feel too easy, add a band just above the knees. All right, I would say just give yourself some leeway to add things in over the week, so maybe don't add it in. Ready? Let's go on our backs. And pump, short range of motion. Go. Five more. Keep the chin tucked. Other side. Five more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. 10 seconds. So if you are on your elbows and you're planking and 20-30 seconds is too short, we can make it a bit more difficult and punch forwards. We're going to go, I'll do the elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the bum, push through the shoulders. Hand gone. Another 10 to go. Squeeze the bum, engage the core. 3, 2, 1. Relax. No idea whether I do short or 5 seconds. All right, you got 20 seconds, have some water. Tea, squash, coffee. And then we're gonna go last glute bridges. Okay. Ready? Weaker side first. On your back, let's go. And straight a leg actually makes me feel like I feel it in my bum more. If that helps anyone. 5 more. And other side, and I mean this leg that's up, straight leg, not the foot on the floor. And 15. Five more. 3, 2, and 1. Bloody brilliant. Right. I'm going to actually time this plank on your elbows or your arms, whatever feels good for you. In 3, 2, 1, and plank. 10 gone. 10 to go. God. 5. And rest. Woo. Alrighties. There we go. Friday's workout done and dusted. So I can just go about our day really smug. That's what I'm gonna do. All right. Anyone who needs to pop off, do so silently, and I am going to do a little 3 or so minutes of meditation, breathing, relaxing, intending. I'm going to put on a little bit of music and we'll go. Just try and, this isn't for a cool down, it's for a head down. I'm going to play something just to put us in a calm mindset for the rest of the day. All right, I'm going to sit and close our eyes. Okay. Breathe. Most important thing, breathe. You're not a monk. You will think through this. It's not about not thinking. It's about being aware of the thoughts. Every time you become aware of the thoughts, your work here is done. And then you try and focus on your breathing. If a thought comes in, don't be angry, just let it go and focus again on your breathing. Today's intention to show up for the people that we're around as well as ourselves. I just mean that I'm going to show my husband some love. Lockdown can get a bit tough. To show up for him. Also myself. That always goes without saying. And breathe. yourself back in the room. Gently open your eyes. Right. And slowly come to. Thank you for joining today. I appreciate you. And I'll be back on Monday morning. So have a really nice rest over the weekend. Or not, if you want to work out. But yeah, I will be back. And just make sure you drink loads of water today, please. And keep them moving. If you're sitting on your butts, get up and move. All right. Bye, guys.